Welcome to the platform on the Sister Speak show. Sister Speak, where contemporary meets vision, sound, and action. A talk show for great minds that create, inspire, and evolve. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through art. Sister, spiritual inspiration shared through Ayana. I am Ayana, the hostess, creator, and producer of the Sister Speak show. Welcome to all of my first-time listeners, and welcome back to all of my regular listeners. I miss speaking with you all. Tonight, my brothers and sisters, we have a very special guest. Massage Prime will be live all the way from Florida on the Sister Speak show. Shaniqua, Nene Johnson, my brothers and sisters. Oh, I can't wait to vibe with her, and I can't wait for her to share all of her journey as far as being a massage therapist, maybe give us some tips, because we all of us need to learn how to relax, and we all need to get rid of that stress. You know what I'm talking about, my brothers and sisters? But listen, for all of my first-time listeners, let me tell you about the Sister Speak show. The Sister Speak show airs live and on demand, most times at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, recorded in Dallas County, Texas, Cedar Hill, Texas, to be exact. Now, on Sundays, we have the platform. Tuesdays, coming to the stage. Thursdays, the culture climate. And we have the tour. That's any day of the week. And guess what, my brothers and sisters? Now added to the Sister Speak show, the Laugh Line. That's right. Get ready for comedians, local, national, and international, to come on, make us laugh, because laughter is good for the soul, and, help us to get to know more about who they are. And you never know who's going to stop by the Sister Speak show, because I have some special guests that I am reaching out to, and I hope that they will comply, my brothers and sisters. So listen, when you listen to the Sister Speak show, you're going to get special guest interviews, live performances, in-studio interviews, and live on-location reports. The special guests who will be on the Sister Speak show are dynamic, and they are impacting the community with their passions. The Sister Speak show is a talk show that will keep your mind and soul informed, energized, and encouraged. This is a cultural renaissance platform that influences a climate that is conducive to who you are and who you should be. No reckless entertainment, my brothers and sisters, just responsible listening nourishment. On the Sister Speak show, we don't go dumb, we go wisdom. Now listen, my brothers and sisters, I know that you all have some things going on in your life, and some of you are stressed out, you're overwhelmed, you have anxiety, you're worrying, you're biting your nails, you're tense, you're fatigued. Your body is just basically running on E. Well, let's first listen to how stress affects the body when we don't manage it, and then we'll get more into it. Okay, my brothers and sisters? Because one thing I don't want is for you all to die from stress.
It's all around you. Whether you are a working professional or a homemaker, stress affects everyone. You may think stress to be a mental phenomenon, but did you know it can take a toll on your physical health as well? Let's find out what happens inside your body when you are stressed for too long and don't manage it. Stress affects your mental health. Prolonged mental stress increases levels of the stress hormone cortisol to an undesired level. Cortisol is known to slowly kill the cells in your hippocampus, an important brain structure that regulates your emotions. Cortisol also dramatically decreases the rate at which new brain cells are made. As a result, stress increases your chances of having memory problems, sleep problems, anxiety, and even depression. Stress increases your risk of heart disease. When you are stressed, your blood pressure rises. Eating fatty foods in stressful times also results in high cholesterol. You are also more likely to smoke or consume alcohol when stressed. Altogether, stress increases the risk factors that contribute to heart disease. Stress increases your risk of diabetes. High level of cortisol can reduce the actions of insulin. This can further cause an increase in your blood sugar levels, a major symptom and a precursor to type 2 diabetes. Stress causes back pain. Prolonged stress causes the adrenal glands, located above your kidneys, to get fatigued as they keep releasing cortisol for a long time. As a result, the nerves as well as muscles in your lower back contract and result in back pain. In addition, stress also reduces your pain threshold, or ability to cope with pain. Pain and stress follow a vicious cycle. Thus, pain causes stress, which causes more pain. Stress increases your risk of infections and lifestyle diseases. Stress increases levels of free radicals in your body that are capable of damaging healthy tissues and organs. Increased levels of free radicals results in oxidative stress, a state of imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants in the body. Oxidative stress contributes to some of the major chronic illnesses, such as diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. Increased level of cortisol can also affect the production of white blood cells and reduce the immune power of your body. As a result, you may catch infections easily and fall sick very often. Stress results in weight gain. Rise in cortisol level causes the brain to use available glucose too fast. As a result, your body craves sugary and high-calorie food when stressed. Consumption of fatty food results in fat deposition and eventually causes weight gain. Thus, ignoring stress can affect your health physically and mentally. Although stress is a fact of life, you can manage it. Meditation, yoga, massage therapy are some proven stress management strategies. Find out how massage therapy helps manage stress through our other video. This video is brought to you by Four Fountains De-Stress Spa, India's largest chain of scientific spas.
My brothers and my sisters, now listen. You cannot afford to let stress take you out. And some of you are on the verge of having something happen to you health-wise because it's just too much. And I can relate. I think we all can relate to having a lot on our plate and sometimes adding more to our plate than needs to be added. And therefore, as a result, we don't have our equilibrium. Our balance is just completely off. Some of you have stress that shouldn't even be your stress. You've taken on other people's stress because people are always pouring or trying to confide in you. Now you're developing anxiety. Some of you are overwhelmed or stressed out because of bills. Some of you are stressed out because of grief. Some of you are stressed out because your head has reached the ceiling at your job and you know that there's more for you, but you don't see any way out. Some of you are being pulled in every direction of your life and it's just too much. Some of you are just pinned up with all kind of stress. So when my guest calls in this evening, and that's right on time, we're going to get into talking about stress. So my brothers and sisters, live on the phone is my special guest, Shaniqua Nene Johnson. Let's give her some love. We just had to show you some love, my queen. My queen, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I am doing well. I thank you for calling into the Sister Speak Show. I thank you for being on the platform. Tell my listening audience where you are representing this evening.
I am in Orlando, Florida.
Shout out to Florida. Stand up. Let's represent. Thank you for allowing your queen to be on the Sister Speak Show. So my sister, what's going on? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say I'm just excited. I'm Very thankful that you invited me to your show.
Oh, I thank you for saying yes. I really do. I'm excited too. I don't want to cut you off or anything. I'm just so ready to talk to you. I was saying, oh my gosh, I finally get to speak to this queen today. You know, we all need to learn about what it is to be a massage therapist, how massages can really, you know, save our lives in a sense. And, you know, we just want to get into it. So we're going to go ahead and get started about your passion and your journey. What made you decide to become, and then you're not just a massage therapist, because we're going to get into your other, what else you do, but what made you become a massage therapist?
Well, it started with me I went to school for cosmetology, and I figured, okay, this isn't what I really want to do, so I was looking for a skincare school, and I ended up running across a Beta Institute, and that's where I went. I got a dual license for massage and skincare, but I was drawn more into massage, and I got my first massage, and it changed my mind. It blew my mind. Like, tell me, if you have received a massage before, you kind of know that feeling you get after a massage, especially if you're in pain or you're stressed or anything like that. It really, really helps.
Yes, it does. It surely does. And so when you got that massage, you were like, okay, now wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's something about this. And I know you said it changed your life. So then did that inspire you to say, you know what, I want to help change other people's lives? Or what was it? Yeah.
It did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, my clients in school were they're really supportive, and when you get a client that is like, oh my gosh, you're about to graduate and get sad, I'm just like, oh my goodness. You know, and that made me feel really good that I can make that lady feel that way. So it makes me really happy that I can help people. I always like to help people. So that's the biggest thing. It's like thinking of health and just making someone happy. That's the goal.
That's a beautiful thing, because that's how you impact the community, and you're helping, you know, our brothers and sisters, you know, obtain health, a healthy lifestyle. And so that's what it's about. So take us through the course of being a massage therapist. What all does one have to do in school? What did it's a Vita, correct?
A Beta.
Oh, excuse me, a Veda Institute. What did they teach you?
Well, the first 15 weeks, you get a lot of book work and you get a lot of the hands-on training. And we go over anatomy and physiology. We go over bones. We go over pathology. We did, since it was skincare as well, we did facials, waxing, massage. We did chair massage, all this, the trigger point, all the different things that go under massage. But the second 15 weeks is actual clients. They give you the real life. They get you in the mode of doing like 5 to 6 massages a day. And they train you on for the state board test, they get you to do spa management. You have a spa manager for the day. You have an assistant for the day. And then everybody else is doing massage, and we just would switch out. So they give you a little taste of actually how it is in a spa.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I was just thinking about how I could get to a massage therapy school out here in Dallas and just let them work on me, honey. That's what I was just thinking about. So, you know, when it comes to attending school, do they provide scholarships, or is it pretty much affordable?
Well, to me it was affordable because you're getting 2 licenses in one. And that's 7 months that you get trained for all of that. You don't get scholarships though, but it's pretty affordable. I think with that compared to cosmetology school was way cheaper.
Wow. Yeah. And so you're spending 15 weeks with the academics, and then the last 15 weeks you're actually getting the hands-on with the clients. So how much testing, like as far as, okay, you know, do you all go through like midterms, finals, or how does that work?
It's more like, and it's not even compared to like a technical school. They just, you test, so say for instance, one day she'll pick, we'll go over bones, and she'll give us a little quiz over that. She'll put the fake skeleton up front, and we have little pop quizzes where name this bone, or we had like PowerPoints, and we would have a test over there, and we would study that way too. We would do group assignments, and I think the most intense thing with the first 15 weeks was she gave us an assignment to work on for that entire 15 weeks, and it had to be done at the end of the 15 weeks. And it's basically, you make this whole portfolio of all the products you print out. It was a lot of printing and typing. Wow. So every last product that they had, we had to memorize what was in it. We had to know what to use it for, and we had to put this in I used a photo album, and you just print out the pictures, you put the words in there. We did that for products. We did that for techniques. As far as, say, for instance, doing the facial, they had different types of facials, different types of techniques that you would use for, say, if someone had a sinus headache, or somebody wanted more circulation because they were aging and their skin is starting to, they get fine lines, or something like, it was just different techniques. And I think it was, products, we did techniques. So it was just a bunch of stuff in this portfolio. And we all got together because it was a lot trying to do that and focus on tests and homework for school. So we just got together as a group, and we worked together. We printed. We said, okay, hey, you get this 10, you get this 10. And that was the good part about it, is that we only had about 12 students, so it was easy for us to meet up and say, okay, we're all going to work together and study with each other and stuff like that. And they supplied you with this big toolbox, and they give you all the products that they have. Wow. And you pull around this kit plus your books all day. You unload, you load up, products. And that was the best part, get free products. I'm just saying.
No, I understand. No, I tell you, you can free product me all day long. I don't mind. Look, I don't care if it's a sample or a simple. I'll take it. So tell my listening audience, what is probably the number 3 reasons why people need massages?
Well, say for instance, you're a person that is, working every single day of the week, and you're starting to have body aches, and you're younger. When you say, okay, I'm too young to be feeling like this, that means, your joints and stuff are aching. That can cause you to stress. That can cause muscles to get tight. That can cause headaches. That can cause anxiety. And truly, if you think about it too, people are grumpy when they're not feeling good, or they're tired all the time.
Right.
So massage can give you more energy. It can help loosen up muscles, and you won't feel as tense. And I've had a lot of people that come in and they have like scoliosis or fibromyalgia or pregnant. They need, maybe their feet hurt because they wear heels every day. So a lot of this stuff alleviates pain. It helps with circulation. Especially what I like to work on, say for instance, we got, pollen and sinus season. People really come in and they get their lymphatic drainage worked on. That will knock out. You don't even have to take medicine. Okay. If you come in for a regular massage and you get your sinus points and your lymphatic drainage done, that helps to flush your system. But it also will help for you to be, drinking water and eating right. So if you're doing massage, it doesn't necessarily say, okay, I need to be working out, eating right, and getting massages. You have to balance. You have to make time for that if you feel like you don't have the time. It's a way to make, 3 days out of the week say, okay, I'm going to eat healthy these 3 days, I'm going to work out these 3 days. But it all just helps, relieve stress, depression, sinus. Even with the fibromyalgia, they have to do very light pressure. So even with like tendons and fibers and stuff, that all just helps relieve their pain. So I've seen people come in that are in so much pain with that fibromyalgia stuff that I'm just like, I can't wait to help you. Oh. Because they're just pitiful, because it's so sensitive to, touch and everything. So it really helps, like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was just sitting here staring off in space thinking about that massage for the sinuses, because the way you just described it, I'm just already there getting it done. I feel like this is my calling. My calling is to have my sinuses massaged.
Yeah, I'm telling you that, especially when it's combined with stuffiness and oh my goodness.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited about that. And so, you talked about fibromyalgia, and you talked about, folks being pregnant. You talked about scoliosis and things of that nature. But now I'm just going to veer off. I'm not going to veer off too far to the left. I'm not going to veer off too far to the right. But I got a couple questions that I need to ask. Okay. Now, you go through schooling, and you say it's about 12 of you guys in the class and everything. Like, do they ever do background checks on some of the masseuses? Because sometimes you can get a creepy crawler, a little slimy Sam, and next thing you know, you have to beat them with your towel because they done got a little excited.
I can't even remember if they did that. Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you.
So now that you're putting this out,
you got to. I'm telling you, the guy with the medium shirt with the hairy arms that keeps staring at the girls, that's the one you need to do the background check on, because he's got other intentions that are going to end up on Dateline. I'm just telling you in advance, because I don't know if you know this or not, but the Craigslist killer would go on Craigslist, and he would try to get massages, and then he would end up well, this isn't going too well, but the masseuses didn't end up in a good position. So you just got to be careful when you're doing this. So have you ever run into anybody you were like, he does not, or she does not need to be touching anybody's body?
Like another therapist?
Yes.
I think, now I haven't met this person in person, but I watch a lot of like YouTube videos, and it's down there that I was like, okay, now he's using inappropriate words, but I don't think I've met anybody like another therapist. Even when I was working, I don't think I have ever met anybody that I feel like, okay, now it's not right.
Well, share with the audience, how do they know that they are dealing with an accredited, massage therapist, or, what does one look for when looking for professional services?
So what we do when we get certified, we get a license, of course. We have a state license number that you can look up and make sure that this person is licensed. Okay. That's one thing. And I would say, like, well, that's mainly the thing. Like, if anybody, even at, like on my business license, you put that number on there, and they should be able to go on the state government website and look for you and make sure that that's real. That's a real license number. Yes. That's like the top thing I would say. Yes, definitely.
And you know what else, my brothers and sisters? You can also go to the state government website and find out some other information on people too. Yes. You can find out who's on that sex offender list. You just need to know who are the people in your neighborhood. Don't let Mr. Rogers tell you who the people in your neighborhood are. You need to find out who the people in your neighborhood are. I'm trying to tell you because somebody should have found out about Mr. Rogers. That's a whole nother show, though. We ain't gonna talk. I ain't gonna say it today, but he might have been on that list too. But anyway, let me stop. Oh gosh! But anything you want to add to that, my sister?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Even, just making sure you look up, even with us as therapists, I don't know so much with male therapists, but even female therapists, we have a lot of issues in the business where we get inappropriate clients that come in, and when I do my mobile massage, that gets kind of creepy.
Oh, wait. Don't skate over that now. Hold up. We got to talk about this. No, you just dropped 2 bombs, and we need to talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it now. You just said that sometimes you get in awkward positions. Just tell us about these positions, because, I am just very curious.
Okay, so, say, I was working for this corporate business, and what they trained us to do was if we had that happen, which you felt a lot safer because you're in a building with a bunch of other people.
Right.
But they would say, depending on what it is, now if they get out of line, then you just you just tell them okay, I'm going to have to end the session. Mm-hmm. But if it's someone that wants to talk, they tell you not to talk about politics, of course. If they say, or if they touch you, even if they touch you as the therapist, they may accidentally move their arm or something. They say, okay, well, are you okay? And if they say okay, then that's their warning, basically. Now, if it happens again, then you say, okay, well, I'm going to have to end the session. You go out and you tell the manager what happened, just in case that person decides they're going to come out of the session and say that you did something to them.
Right.
Now with mobile, I have experienced so far 2 people, I had to block them. Well, actually 3 people. This one person wasn't even from Orlando, and he said he was coming into town for work. In my hours, I don't do massage after 6 o'clock. So he was like, "Oh, come on, you can do it after hours." And I was like, "No, sir, I can recommend you to another mobile company, but I cannot do your massage." So after I recommended him, it was maybe a few months later. Luckily, I saved his name that he gave me his information. He called again. He texted me after I didn't respond. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to block him all together. So that was out. And then you have, say, for instance, the guy, I'm wearing my shirt. I'm promoting my shirt. The guy said, oh, I need, I can use a massage. Give him my business cards. It's all professional. And it's, oh, well, I'm really excited about the massage, but I can't wait to see you. Instantly blocked. Because I don't put myself in that situation. So even little stuff like that, you just have to be sensitive to it, whether they meant any harm or not. You just never know.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I would say. And then they tell you, get a taser, get a knife, I have pepper spray.
Get a middle finger. No, I'm just playing.
What's that? I can't hear you.
I said get a middle finger.
I know it. And they have, this other place that I work, they have it where they had an app where you could tell them, when you started the massage and when you end it. And if you didn't hit end, they automatically call you. So
wow.
To be safe, but if you're working for a mobile company that offers that will be good. But if you're independent, then you have to find better ways of having a backup like that. Just text somebody and say, hey, I'm at this address. This person's name is this. Tell them what time you're gonna end. All that type of stuff.
That's
just
right.
Let someone know where you are at all times.
That's right. And don't be afraid to use anything around you. If it if the pop off happens, my brothers and sisters, Now, I follow everything that she just told you, and then I want you to take the Sister Speak Show manual with you too. And I want you to be able to defend yourself with anything that is in your nearest vicinity if somebody tries to come for your life. Don't be afraid to defend yourself. Now, that's after you've tried all the other techniques that were provided for you. Then you pull out that manual that I just provided, and you make sure that you get out of that home safely. Because I have watched so many Dateline episodes where it starts off, with the massage, and the next thing you know, not so many Dateline episodes, but enough to where it's like, some people don't escape. Some people, some people are really literally put in a very dangerous situation, and the next thing you're literally having to fight for your life because you went over there assuming one thing. But then I think, Shaniqua, I think that has a lot to do with discernment too. Like you can, when you've lived.
Phone is dying.
Oh, can you?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna call you back.
Okay. Okay, now, brothers and sisters, she's gonna call back, so we gonna keep talking. Now, one thing I will say is that I have noticed that when it comes to being in certain situations, that there's a skill called discernment, and you can smell creep. Oh, you can smell it, and not only can you smell it, you can see it. So if you all are interested in getting into massage therapy, please make sure that you do your due diligence as far as who is this person? Why is this person? Making sure that you don't put yourself in a position, brothers and sisters, where you literally have to fight for your life. And even if you do have to fight for your life, fight for your life. Now, when my guest calls back, because, hey, honey, we all know about a phone dying out. We know about 2%. We know about 10%. We know about it. We know about, do you want to go into low power mode? So, look, my sister's going to call back. We're going to talk. No distress. We got this handled. Now, one thing I did want to talk to her about is, there has to be some brothers and sisters out there that are doing a little bit more for the massage. I want to get into the massage parlors that say they're massage parlors, but they're actually parlors for sex trafficking and providing sexual favors. Oh, it's happening, especially, oh my goodness. There were a lot of busts in San Francisco. Have you ever been driving by and you see a massage parlor and here she's calling back. My sister, you there?
I was supposed to then put this phone on the charger.
It is okay. Can you now? Is the reception clear? Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. No, it is okay, girlfriend. I was just talking to the audience, telling them, look, we all know about low power mode. We all know about 2% battery, so we good. We good. So what I was talking to them about is, people who do a little bit more for the massage. So do massage therapists end up getting busted by like undercover cops for coming in and offering, sexual favors, or how does that work?
I think the only thing that they've talked about is, say, for instance, a therapist touches a client the wrong way. They actually can lose their license. They can serve so many years in prison.
Oh, wow.
I don't know about what they call the dark window massage places. A lot of the corner places, but even the corporate businesses like Hand and Stone or Massage MD or they have Massage Lux. A lot of those places, they give you what they call the the protocol, the procedures and stuff like that, and they tell you, if you were to get accused of anything, or if you do anything like that, even texting, getting a client's number, texting them outside of the business, and then still doing massages on them, that can get you fired.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're supposed to keep it on a professional level at all times.
Oh my. No, that's pretty big, and see, I didn't know all of that. I just know that, a massage therapist is a blessing, and, I know about, some things, but you're really informing the audience today on a level that, is great. Now, when it comes to the corner massage parlors, a lot of those end up getting, busted for really not being massage parlors, but being love you long time services. Right. And, so in Florida, do you see, those type of businesses being busted often? Are there a lot out there, or what's the popularity with them?
I don't know about Florida. It is a lot of places that I've seen that are still open late, and they got the dark tent. Mm-mm. And that's what they say. Those places with the dark tent, little corner, little side places are normally maybe those type of places. But I'm not sure if a lot of them are getting busted here. Mm-hmm. But I've had clients, I had actually some military people that say that they visit certain places and they've been offered that type of service.
Oh, wow.
And some people that are from out of the country that come here that are used to that, they have to get turned away, because it's like, this isn't that type of place. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So.
That is so funny. I was just thinking, excuse me, because when you look on TV and they've done a bust, and they go into the massage parlor, it's like 40 Asian women in there, okay? It's usually about 40 of them. They tuck, because you don't know how far back that building goes, but it'd be about 40 of them in there. And it's like, okay, you got the men coming in there, and they know that they're not coming in there for a massage. They pretty much know. Word has gotten around that you can go to this place and you can get it on and popping. But I just wonder, do women go to the to the massage parlors? And are there 40 Asian men in the back, waiting for the women? I just need to know, is it just the women Asians? Are there Asian men back there too? Well, I mean, is it just, I'm just curious.
The most common thing is you hear guys going to these places. I've never heard women go into their, liquor service.
Right. I'm just saying. So if a woman goes into the dark tenant parlor, where are the men? What's going on?
2017. They may have some new stuff popping out.
Oh, that'll be so funny. Oh my gosh. I could go into that, but I'm not, because I did not mark this show explicit. So I'm just going to leave everything the way it is, brothers and sisters. We're going to keep it clean. But I'm just saying, look, now, don't have me seeing one of y'all going in one of those dark parlors now, listening audience. I don't want y'all to be like, I didn't know.
So yes, stay away from the dark tent.
Yes, brothers and sisters, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so, could you, if you could, for some people who may not be able to afford a masseuse, some massage therapy, a lot of times you can look online and they give you, how to do it from home, how to kind of help yourself. But I think there's nothing better than actually having another person work on your body. But what are some things that our brothers and sisters can do at home, some quick fixes for when they're feeling a little tense?
Well, they do make equipment. So if you have a foam roller, if you have a massage ball, with the spikes in it, people use those for plantar fasciitis. Even if you need to strengthen your hand, they make balls for that. I forget what this thing is called, but it kind of looks like a candy cane, and you kind of hook it over your shoulder, and that hits certain points in your back, and then you can move it around wherever it has little knots on it. As well as take a good long hot bath with Epsom salt. It's as simple as that too. If you're having, like, if you work out and you've been rough on your body, even doing that. Aromatherapies, I use aromatherapies as well in my sessions. So even if you're having the aches and pain, you can use certain aromas like wintergreen or even peppermint, or if you have a sinus stuff, you can use eucalyptus, which opens the sinuses.
Yes.
If you need sleep, you can use lavender. Lemongrass, orange and peppermint actually help give you energy. So if you're low on energy, just take, even if you have one of the humidifiers, or you can even rub it on your wrist, and how the ladies do it, rub it on your wrist, behind your ears, on your chest, and you can use that, so you can smell it throughout the day. So yeah, that stuff for the heating pads, icing, all that. You could do all of that.
And you just got me on the smell it throughout the day. I really want to, it is nothing like, being able to take in good smells, and then good smells that are actually helping balance out your lifestyle. Like, that's a beautiful thing. So where can, my listening audience, where can they pick up, aromatherapy products? Like, what would you recommend for them?
Well, they have where I get mine. You can go on Amazon.
Okay.
And also, I don't know if a lot of places have Whole Foods or like vitamin shops. Those would probably be your pure essential oils, because you have some that aren't the real stuff. So you would want to go to like a vitamin shop, Whole Foods, even Amazon. You have to be a little careful with some of that. But I know now they have certain companies now that sell essential oils, and I think they do like distributing. You get a humidifier, you get a whole little package, and you get all these pure essential oils. And they say too with the essential oils that I think the ones that I was introduced to, that you have to mix them with a carrier oil. So if you got some pure oil, some of this stuff you can't put directly on your skin.
Right.
Some of it you can take internally, and some of it you can't.
Okay.
But it just all depends. I'm trying to think of this company, the lady, it's a new company that they do the humidifier and the pure essential oils. And I met this lady at a networking event. I started doing that to help me, kind of get out and promote myself and, get to know people. So kind of got out of the box. I was like, I need to, see if I can get out and meet people and stuff like that. Because when you're working on a business,
yes,
you need to, be sociable. You need to, stuff like that, because you can't be a closed-in person with a business. You have to talk to people. You have to make relationships and stuff. So
yes, good advice. Good advice.
Yeah, it's always good to do that. Word of mouth is everything.
Yes, it is.
It's called Young Living.
Okay.
Young Living Essential Oils is one of the newest ones or companies that I've heard of, and they have some really, really, really good essential oils.
Thank you for sharing that, my brothers and sisters. Now you know where to get it. Now, speaking of oils, it just made me think. When you guys are doing the massages, like the mobile massage, like, are people completely nude, or is there a clothing requirement, or how does that work?
So when they come in, we go over intake and we say, okay, you get undressed to your comfort level. We're not allowed to say, okay, take this off, take this off.
Okay.
So you just say, you just get as comfortable as you want.
But
that's where we leave it.
but oh goodness, I would say, I don't know. I just, it's just like, let's compromise. Let's get as comfortable as that we both would want. No, I'm just playing. But what if somebody wants to take off all their clothes, it's just like, I mean, how do you deal with that?
Well, I think a lot of people do get undressed completely, especially if they're getting glutes worked on.
Ooh.
So they will get, dressed all the way down.
Oh my
They will do that. And some women keep their bras on.
Yeah.
And we just work around it.
Okay.
That's how that works,
Okay.
But if they don't want to if they don't want to remove it, then we just work around it.
And if somebody is funky, then what do you do? Like, how do you... No, for real, because if somebody wants to get their glutes worked on and they ain't rubber-dub-dubbed in the back of the tub, like, what do you do?
Now, the good thing with that is that you can use hot towels. You can use more... and you can use, like, if you have a cream or a lotion, you can put your essential oil in that and use that as, kind of take the smell away. Yeah. And then when you come, doing foot massage, just think how that goes.
Oh my God.
It gets pretty rough.
Bless you, my child. Girl, you're going to have to put on scuba gear when you get foot massages. You're going to need a hazmat outfit on. So I never even thought about the foot massages. Oh, girl, they need to give you a Purple Heart. You out there on the battlefield. You dealing with feet. Oh, you are serving. You are working in the ministry, my child. You are working.
Yes, it gets hard out here. But then, I try to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Try to keep in mind, okay, this is going to help this person.
Ooh.
This is going to help this person.
They probably like, what are you doing? Why are you putting so much oil on my feet? This is so I don't pass out during this massage, woman. It smells like you've been walking for 500 years.
Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, that's one of the downfalls about it.
Yeah.
Dealing with that type of stuff. And I can say, too, another thing is when, say, they do their medical history stuff and they have something, like one lady, she, I felt so bad. Mm-hmm. She had a tumor.
Oh, okay.
And I had to turn her away because I can't do anything, to cause any circulation or anything, because that'll be on me. Oh, wow. So, even turning people away, it hurts. Yeah. But, you have to think of people's safety, too.
Right. No, I get it. And so how often do couples come in for massages?
I don't get too many because we didn't have a couple's room. But the place now that I'm at, we do have a bigger room. You get, think of, spa parties and, Valentine's Day. I'm pretty sure places get, but I haven't done a lot of couples massages. Do, a lot of mobile. I haven't gotten, I'm trying to look for another therapist that I can work with so I can be able to do the couples.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be a big thing, you know what I mean? Because a lot of couples can then take that home and learn the techniques and, it's just, that's a beautiful thing to be able to, learn how to touch. Because I think massage therapy, you learn how to touch. And I think touch is an art. I think to be able to touch is a gift, to be able to lay your hands on somebody's body and actually be able to heal their body or to provide healing, be a vessel for that. That's a gift. And so I appreciate, what you do. How competitive is the massage therapy business industry?
I say, here in Orlando, you get more, as far as corporate places, they have their 2 or 3 main places that are really popping. They go at it.
Okay.
1 minute, somebody's doing 60-minute massages for $59.99, and then the other person got $58. So with them, I know it comes into play with the prices and everything, but they always are going to get their business. Now, if you're doing it on your own, what I believe is that if I'm more of a relaxation, a Swedish massage person, nobody gonna do massage like me.
Right.
And then the deep tissue person that's more into sports massage. And I want to say here it's more sports and more chiropractor and more stuff like that. So that's why I'm choosing to get more into spa parties and couples massage and single mobile services.
Yeah.
Because I don't hear a lot of that here. So it's always good to know, like, what other people are offering. Mm-hmm. So if you're doing the same exact thing as somebody else, then, and then too, it can depend on what side of town you're on. Mm-hmm. So if I'm on Disney side, and this other person does the same exact thing, and she's all the way in Sanford, then it won't seem that bad. I just always say, okay, my technique is definitely my technique. Nobody can take that away, and prices pretty much vary. For like 60-minute, people go all the way up to like $150 and probably more than that for a 60-minute, depending on what area they're in. Mm-hmm. But normally with the mobile, I don't know if with mobile now, if someone has their own actual spa or place, then they would charge way more too, because they may be doing the hot towels, and even mobile, you would get more. You would charge more for even gas, or the mileage and everything. But a lot of times I never really think of like who's competing and stuff like that. I just know when I worked for corporate, they did a lot of that with the lowering the price, raising the price, and offering certain services. And they would go at it.
Are you allowed to receive a tip?
Yes, we are. The corporate place, they did that separately. But then the mobile company that I used to work for, they included that in the amount that we would get paid for the entire massage. So we would get, say, $50 for mobile. That was it. That's all we would get, compared to $17 an hour at corporate. And then you get an extra tip. If that makes sense,
Yo, no, it does. Excuse me. It makes sense. I'm just looking at, I just never knew how deep, being a masseuse, how deep it was. And just, I just, like I said, I'm learning tonight. So I'm just kind of more so just sitting back, kind of like just with the listening audience, like, okay, I'm really learning, learning. So what are your goals for, as far as being as a massage therapist? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, I want my own place to do my massages. Right now, I'm just doing mobile, and I believe too, if I continue to focus on spa parties, couples, more so, I would rather do those two. Then I would do very well with that, and I want an actual place where I can have these spa parties, and maybe one day with even my art, combine those two.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I would love to, have my artwork in my own spa.
And you will. Mm-hmm. And you will, my sister. Now, let's just transition. My brothers and sisters, not only does she do massage therapy, but she also is a creative artist. And when she's going to drop all of her social media information, so you'll get a chance to check out all of what she does. But what inspired you to become a creative artist?
I'm going to tell you that it was so out of the blue. I went to paint night on my birthday, and I found out that I could draw and paint. I had no idea, and I might have taken an art class in 8th grade. That was the last time I had ever, done anything crafty or drawn on paper, anything. And I went, and it was just so addictive. Like, oh my gosh, they tell you to stop and let this part dry, people still be painting.
Mm-hmm.
But once I took that class, I went I think I went to Hobby Lobby, and I got me a canvas and some paint.
Mm-hmm.
And I came home, and I practiced a little bit, and then I found a picture that I liked on the internet, and I said, let me see if I can paint this. And I sat there, and I painted this painting, and it was almost perfect.
Yes.
And when I saw that, that's where I knew. I was like, now this is what I could do, and I felt good doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of those things where it's like, okay, I feel like I love to do this.
Yes.
It just takes your mind off of so much, and it to find out that I'm so creative.
Mm-hmm.
That's very inspiring to me, that I didn't know that I was capable of doing that.
All things are possible, and the one thing that I have learned is that the Most High God will give you talents, and He will give you gifts. Excuse me. And a lot of times my brothers and my sisters end up discovering who they are along their journey. And sometimes they end up saying, I never knew I could do this. I never knew I could do that. And the next thing you know, they're doing it and doing it with such a passion and with such a purpose that it becomes perfect or perfected. And that's, like you just said, with being an artist, me I do artwork as well, and that's one of the things I noticed. I was like, oh my gosh, not only does my sister, is she doing massage therapy, but she's a creative artist. So I was just like, we're definitely vibing, we definitely are connecting on, just pursuing our passions. And excuse me, my sinuses are draining because the weather is changing out here in Dallas. Oh goodness, it is rough. So excuse me, my brothers and my sisters. Excuse me. But when it comes to, being a creative artist, like you said, it puts you in a space where you are experiencing a peace like none other. And like you said, being able to find a picture off the internet, recreate it, know that it's absolutely dope. Like, that's what it's about. It's about, not having fear. And a lot of our brothers and sisters, sometimes they end up becoming jealous of, a brother or a sister who has found their purpose, who is pursuing their passions. And so I want to encourage you, my brothers and sisters, the listening audience, to take your eyes off of what other people are doing. And that doesn't mean that you can't support them. But what it means is I don't want you to be envious or jealous of what they have going on, because you too have a gift and a talent on the inside of you, and it's just waiting to come out. But until you get rid of the shade, until you get rid of the hate, and until you stop looking at people with scornful eyes, you're going to be stagnant. And I really want you to get out there, because there are people waiting for your gift. If Shaniqua had not decided to, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Not only am I going to get a license in skincare, but I'm going to get a license in massage therapy. And not only that, I also create some dope art. So what I plan on doing with that is I want to have my own center, my own building, where not only am I doing massage therapy, but I have my artwork gracing the walls. She has a plan. She has a vision. And you know what? It's going to happen. My brothers and sisters, you can but you can guarantee that this sister is going to have everything that she's expecting. Why? Because she's already pursuing it. She's already in action. So I just want to commend you, my sister, for everything that you're doing, because, it's big. Like, that's why I said, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? You said it. You just spoke life, and I'm sure you've said it before. But you just spoke life again to that very thing that you want to manifest. And I believe you're going to have it.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. And you know what else? Look. No, go ahead.
It just feels good to know what you're really good at.
Yes.
And some people are really good at things, but that may not be what they should be doing. And it took me a while to figure out, what is it that I'm good at? What is it like? It took me forever even to decide what I wanted to go to college for. So
right.
to finally get to this point where it's no doubt about it that I'm good at this and I love to do it, that's the best feeling. I'm telling you, it's just such a relief.
It is. It is a relief. And sometimes, you know, when you are destined for greatness, you have to be patient with yourself. You have to be patient with the process. You have to be patient with the problems that come along with the process, because it's all about refining. It's all about developing. It's all about shaping you and creating you in a way that when you get to that plateau, to that zenith of your journey, you won't fumble. You won't end up mishandling, you know, the money. You won't end up mishandling the success, the status. You know, you won't end up becoming so untouchable because you're arrogant. You just really have to understand that there's a process to this entire journey. And a lot of people want microwave success, but I don't know if you've ever put popcorn in a microwave before, but ain't nothing like some burnt popcorn. It stank. And then have you ever noticed with popcorn, you still got about 93 unpopped kernels in the microwave? I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, you can't rush the process. I'm telling you, they tell you to put it in there for in between 3 to 5 minutes. And here you go, put it on 4 minutes and 32 seconds. And now you've got Cajun popcorn.
My goodness.
I'm sorry, I just had to say that. I ain't nothing like eating smoke. I don't know if you've ever eaten smoke, but I've eaten smoke. Cajun smoke. That's just a side note. I had to get that out. I'm just saying, though, brothers and sisters, don't rush the process, or else you're going to have 93 kernels that ain't popped.
That's a good example.
Thank you. I just had to share that. You know, we all can relate to microwave popcorn not handling its business properly. That's all I got to say about that, my brothers and sisters. But is there anything, now this is what we want to get into. When it comes to your artwork, how can brothers and sisters commission you for your artwork?
Well, I have, the usual Cash App, PayPal, stuff like that. And I have my Instagram set up, and I'm working on a website.
Okay.
So once I get this website set up, I've been putting a lot more time into my massage business. Mm-hmm. So I kind of put my painting to the side for a minute, but I'm working on the website, and once I get that set up, then I'll have a way to do it on there. But right now, the usual, the PayPal, Cash App, and stuff like that. And I also got some of my art put into art gallery in Longwood, Florida. The Kaleidoscope Gallery.
Shout out!
First time, and it's so exciting. So that was I think it was called marker pen and pencil. So I made this art out of spray paint and permanent marker. Okay. And it came out lovely. So that's the art that I put into the gallery. So working on in the future, having more working galleries. But as of now, I'm still working on a few now that or even the art shows that they have. I would love to do some art shows soon. Shout out. And
I'm sure you look on Instagram and you see various artists on Instagram and things of that nature. So, when I look on Instagram, I see so many beautiful pieces of artwork, and I see a lot of artwork that's similar. And I do sometimes think that there might be some competitiveness going on between the sisters when it comes to being artists. What do you think about how some of the sisters sell their artwork on Instagram?
Well,
I know you've seen some things where you're like, are you selling art or are you selling something else? I mean, I'm just saying, because I'm not going to film myself painting with my bottom in the camera. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think about how some of our sisters portray themselves, when trying to share their artwork?
Now, from what I've seen, now they say we're art ourselves.
Yes.
But being half naked and stuff like that, I don't think that's necessary. I think your art should speak just for itself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and if you are a model and you do art, then that's where that would make more sense.
Mm-hmm,
but if it's not that, I don't think it is necessary. I wouldn't do it. I normally, just post my art and that's it. But,
Hello.
I don't think it takes all of that, posting, half naked and stuff like that just to show art. What is the centerpiece of the picture is the question.
Oh, yes. Oh, no, I just wanted to get your perspective because I just have been feeling this way. And so I said, as I get my sisters on here who are creative artists and see, when I look at pages, I just look at how things are presented, how people carry themselves. I look at their content. I don't care about how many followers you do or how many followers you don't have. That's not how I do what I do. I do a lot of hashtag searching, and I just look through the page, and if there's a video, I'll press play. And, I've come across some pages where I'm like, oh, no, not this show. And then, and then there's some people that I wouldn't have on because, there's just a vibe that I have, that I want to have with my brothers and sisters, and some people may not match that vibe. So I really appreciate you, number one, being a beautiful queen, being a massage therapist, being a creative artist, and then you're not only that, you're a natural hair nista. You know what I'm saying? You wear your natural hair like a queen should. And so before, we close out the show, let's talk about that. What made you say, or have you always been, a natural hair nista?
No, I was relaxed all the time, the whole life. And I normally would have the longer hair, and then I decided when I moved here, I found this hairstylist. And I decided, okay, I want to cut one side. And, since I'm a cosmetologist, I change up my hair a lot. I like, my hair is always doing something, and hair is one. So after I cut my hair, for some reason, my relaxed hair started to break off really bad. Mm-hmm. And at one point, I couldn't even wear it out. So I got my scissors one night, and I just chopped the relaxed part off. So I did the big chop.
Okay.
And that feeling after, it's something about just washing your hair and going.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yes. Yes,
but I love it. I literally, I think this was the best decision. Like, I love, and now that it's longer too, the fact that I can do more with it is even better. Because after a while, I'm like, I've never had the shorter hair before, so I started getting a little like, okay, I want to style it, I want to do something else to it. So now that it has some length to it, now I'm able to do more with it. But I definitely, since I do massage and I do work with a lot of essential oils, I'm really big on oils now. Even for my hair and everything. So I believe, even with now that we're speaking on hair, the scalp massage is perfect for stimulating hair growth.
Wow.
It's perfect. And then, the way, like when you go to a hair salon and get at the shampoo bowl, they're leaning you back, right?
Yes.
And your hair is back in the sink. That's the perfect position to massage your scalp.
Oh.
Put that blood flow, it's some kind of way that the circulation works better that way. If you're leaning, if you're face down, get a massage, the scalp massage, it doesn't work as good. You have to be laying back with your head tilted. Okay. So use like a black seed oil, castor oil. I mix a whole bunch, like vitamin E. I mix a bunch of oils, and I just use that on my hair. So a lot of times, when I'm shampooing, I'll massage my scalp, just to get it warm. And then I do like what they call the hair dryer. I sit under there, let it circulate, let the product sit in, and that will help. Like that stimulates your hair growth, and just drinking a lot of water too. In your system.
Yes, that is. I am a huge fan of water. That is what I consume mostly. I cannot get enough of water. Every night, you know, my husband will pour some water in a wine glass for me and bring it to me so I can have it sitting here while I'm speaking. That's so sweet, right? I really appreciate it. Shout out to him. And shout out to my husband because he listens to every show and has been supporting all of my shows. So I really appreciate what he does for me. And I really appreciate you sharing those techniques because, brothers and sisters, look, I remember, you know, what it was to have a relaxer, and I never needed one. And, you know, if something has to relax, that means that it's stressed. My hair has never been stressed. Now, a lot of times when it comes to natural hair, you know, you run across some cosmetologists that are scissor happy. You know, they've learned techniques and, you know, they want to use their training. 1,600 hours of learning how to be a cosmetologist, you know, finally going to the state board, getting your license, you know. I can understand why they want to be creative. But there's nothing like managing your own property. Now, you know, I kind of liken, you know, our hair to money. When you get a lot of money, when you are of a celebrated status, you know, sometimes you hire an accountant. And oftentimes you hear these stories of celebrities getting robbed blind because all of their assets have been liquidated and stolen. And if they would have managed their own money, then they would have had more money and would not have taken a loss. And I liken that to our hairs, brothers and sisters. We've got to get to a point to where, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going to a natural hair stylist. Not saying that. You know, cosmetologists serve a purpose. Barbers serve a purpose. But what I'm saying is there's nothing like getting to know your own hair and taking care of it and managing it so you don't lose it. So, you know, you don't go there and they take the Marcells and, you know, because I'm going to tell you, when it comes to those Marcells, and y'all know that, okay, first of all, they're on lava, number one. They're on Hades. Most of the time, the temperature is on Hades. And it can burn your hair out. And it's nothing like getting your hair burned out and your cosmetologist doesn't tell you until you get home and discover that your hair has been burned out. There are so many stories that we could all tell about horrifying situations sitting in a beautician's chair. And we also can talk about wonderful times. But there's nothing like managing your own hair. Brothers and sisters, you know, sometimes I sit and I see my sisters and I'm just like, she's just 5 hot oil treatments away from having it together. and
I want to suggest a documentary. I don't know if you've seen the Chris Rock documentary it's called Good Hair.
Yes, I have. Talk about it.
When he gets, you know, talks about the relaxers, it just amazes me that, you know, that we use this stuff.
Yeah.
This, you know, and it's you think about it, it's killing your hair. It is. It's pulling back, but it's damaging your hair follicles. It's damaging your scalp.
Yes.
So I really like that documentary. Like, you know, people don't speak on it a lot. I can't remember when it came out, but it's a really good documentary. He goes in to tell about, you know, relaxers and just Black people's hair altogether and what we use on our hair. Yes.
And I just want to also piggyback, because I got to say this, you know, I walk around no matter what state I've been in, and I hold my sisters accountable for this atrocity that has taken place throughout every state. My sisters, please stop Stop having children, having little girls if you're not going to comb their hair and tend to their hair. I'm very tired of how lazy you are with your daughter's hair. I see 1-year-old, 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 5-year-old, 8-year-olds, their hair, you could roll it with rice. I mean, it has completely broken off, fallen off, and you don't care. You just slapping just for me on their hairs, and you're leaving it on longer because you think it'll make it straighter, because you think your child's hair is quote unquote nappy, and you're lazy and you don't want to comb it except for picture day. And then on picture day, you slap some braids in their hair. I'm tired of what you're doing. You got your little daughters out here looking crazy. You got them out here where, I mean, we got to put their hair on a milk carton and ask, have you seen me? Please, sisters, stop having your children come out the house looking like crazy. I mean, seriously, look like somebody took a lighter and just said boof to the back of your child's head. Please stop. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, my sister.
Yeah. And the products, just like when you say, it's nothing like learning your own hair.
Right.
They have oils, they have, certain products that you can use on kids' hair to soften it without doing, relaxers and stuff. Their hair is so gentle as it is, no matter what texture it is.
Yes.
It's gentle, and, I would rather have, 2 ponytails, but cute little bow on it. It's as simple as that.
Yes. And you see, sisters, you got this part down pack. Oh, you got the 90,000 knockaballs down pack. Oh, you've got them on deck. You've got every single knockaball ever made in your child's head. I've never seen a child have 92 knockaballs in their head, but you can do it, my sister. Why? Because you don't care. You think you're doing something, but when you are adding that stress to a relaxed hair, it's going to cause breakage, is my whole point. I'm going somewhere with this. Teach our little girls that their hair is beautiful. And you know how you can teach them that, sister? You can teach them that by accepting your hair. You're passing down the disgust. You're passing down the quick remedies to fix, quote unquote, a nappy head. As I said before, nappy is sleepy's cousin. So is your hair tired? When you say it's nappy, I would agree then that it's tired, that it needs resuscitation, rejuvenation, and restoration. Please. And I mean this because I'm just so tired of seeing our little girls and even some of our little boys just walking around here not being kept properly. But then you look at the one who is, taking care of them, and they're not, they're slapping somebody else's hair on their head, and it's just a big mess. I'm telling you, every time I go to, I go to the beauty supply store. I try not to go, but when I have to go to get my big old thing of Eco Style gel, because I didn't know they made gel. I didn't know they had gel that much gel in one jar. I was like, this is gel. This is a gel carnival. This is amazing how big this is. But anyway, when I see my sisters at the beauty supply store, you're dragging your feet. You're coming in your pajamas, number one. Could you please? I don't care. Could you stop rolling out of bed like the house is on fire and this is all you had to take with you when you go outside, my sisters? I'm serious. Some of them want to wonder, and they got the nerve to wonder why they single. I can tell you why. You rolling out the bed like your house is on fire, going to the beauty supply store to buy somebody else's hair, and it's just a mess. Anyway, I just had to say, I'm just so tired of seeing my sisters dragging themselves to the beauty supply store, because honestly, a beauty supply, that means that we're going to supply things for your beauty, but at what cost?
Yeah.
At what cost?
One thing my mom always told me was if you leave the house no matter how, no matter where you're going, dress like you're going to run into your ex-boyfriend.
Now, your mama is a wise woman. Shout out to your queen mother. Yes.
Yeah, that's the way, just fix your hair, fix your brows, and put you some eyelashes on and some lip gloss. But that's something I always kept in mind. You don't want to go out half-stepping, even if it's not your ex-boyfriend. It could be somebody on a professional level. You never know who you're speaking to. You're on your journey, you're going to meet different people.
Yes.
So you never know who you may run into. You may meet a celebrity and have to take a picture.
Yes. Yes.
So just, that's something I always remember,
Yes, brothers and sisters, you do not want to walk out the house looking like a GoFundMe page. I'm serious about that now. Some of y'all are coming out, for real, you don't want nobody walking up to you talking about, is everything all right? Is there anything I can get for you? I'm serious about that. And I do think that our brothers and sisters, they could, they could take more time out to really, freshen up. Moisturize up. I went into the gas station the other day and this brother had no belt on. He was sagging and he had no socks or shoes on. And his toenails were so long, it looked like he could climb a tree and stick his toes in it and hang and wave at you. I couldn't believe it. Looked like he could scoop up prey with his toenails. I couldn't believe it, girl. I was disgusted. These brothers want to sit here and talk about our feet, but some of y'all are slicing your socks every time you put them on, brother.
Listen, that's why he didn't have shoes and socks on.
Wow. Yes.
Comes in with massage. I would tell you people get, fungus and all that on their feet. Just think about us massage therapists. We are here to help you, but even if you do your own feet at home, I do my feet here. I don't go and pay somebody to do my toes.
Yes.
So, you just, even if you go and you learn what they do, how they clean around your toes, how they clip your toes. That's what I did. And even in school, they taught us there, but you just have to watch what other businesses do and what other people do in order to, because if you can do it for yourself, you can save some money, and I'm all about saving money.
Yes.
So, it just takes that sometimes to even think, or like some people, they come in and say, oh, I didn't shave my legs. We don't care about that. Stuff happens.
Yes.
But the smells and stuff like that, it's pretty rough sometimes trying to avoid just thinking about it. But just, keep in mind that with that, if you get massages, that if it's something you can help, if it's something you can help, just think about that when you go and get services done, even with your hair. Because I work in a hair salon part-time as an assistant. Sometimes that, can be something you think about, like, okay, well, I know that, I'm going to go get a shampoo, but if you've been sweating and you've had a sew-in for a month and a half, maybe you should shampoo it before you come. It's tough. It's tough. I deal with I didn't realize how much.
Get it out, girl. Vince.
We can't say much about it, but
Vince.
just keep that in mind.
I'm gonna say it. Look, she would appreciate if you would stop coming to the spot funky. That's what she's asking you, to get it together. You're making onions cry. Onions is supposed to make us cry. You're making the onions cry. How funky is your chicken? How loose is your goose? Get it together. You got to get it together. Everybody is required to wash. If you see a cat licks itself. Why? Because it wants to be clean. If animals are trying to get it together and we got access to stuff that they ain't got access to, there's no excuse. No, because you ain't got to be passing out because somebody want to come through there ripping the paint off the walls because they over here smelling they ran through 4/4. That's not okay.
Oh, my goodness. I'm telling you, and then when you're being pampered, it's just like, okay, well, I'm being pampered. This is what they do, and it's okay. That's what we're there for. But
that's the problem. See, that's the problem. When you say pampers, when you say pamper, what goes in a pamper? See what I'm saying? That's the problem. You got to stop pampering people because they showing up smelling like ish. I'm telling you. You just got to take care of people. Stop pampering them. Maybe they won't be so funky. I'm just saying. I'm just messing with you, my sister. But go ahead now. I want you to tell the listening audience all of your social media platforms.
Yes. So my massage page is Massage Prime, MassagepRime. And my art page is Ladies Paint. That's L8DIES_P8 So Ladies_Paint. That's my art page.
Brothers and sisters, you got it now. Okay, so for commissions, they can direct message you on Instagram, correct? Now, do you have a Gmail? Do you prefer people to get in touch with you through direct message or email, or which one works best?
Direct message on my art page. I do have on my massage page, though, booking app and email, and you can DM on my massage page, on my art page, just direct message.
And look, brothers, talking to you, Mr. I need a massage suddenly. Look, don't be trying to be creepy and be trying to get at her in an unprofessional way. She is a professional. You must treat her like the queen that she is. You must have your body odor together. No, she's not coming to your condo to massage you at 11 p.m. at night. At all. My sisters, same thing with you. Get your bodies together. Be fragrant. Make sure you don't have your weave stinking like she suggested, because it's obvious she's been through some things. She can't say it all, but she's been through this. I can just hear it. There's some things that she has witnessed, and she's probably a little traumatized, because I would be traumatized too, because I know what it is to have to, like I said, hold your breath. Now you in a scuba diving contest. Now I'm just trying to tell you, okay?
Every 30 minutes.
Listen, and she would prefer that you take her seriously. And look, brothers and sisters, let's support this queen. If you're out there in Florida, give referrals, make things happen. If you're having a party, if you're having a get together, husbands, if you
employee appreciation days too.
To
do chair massage.
Oh, that is beautiful. And look, she's a mobile masseuse. Not only is she, doing it as far as coming to houses or whatever, but she's corporate too. I mean, she's not afraid to step up, or she's not afraid to step in. Either way, she's got you. And she knows what she's doing because she's licensed. And guess what else? Brothers and sisters, we all need a facial. We all need to have our skin exfoliated. We need to be refreshed, moisturized. And she also does that. Like, she's a blessing. And you need to, if you're in the Florida area, you need to holler at this sister if you're in the Orlando area. And, hey, celebrities, those of you who are at a celebrated status, don't you need a masseuse? Don't you need a massage therapist that you can count on, that's professional, that's not going to get you caught up on anything? I need you to holler at my girl at Massage Prime. She'll take care of you. See, that's what we do on the Sister Speak Show. We make the known, and we try to get you out there. So if you're out there and you're listening and you guys have to hook up, you have to definitely use her professional services, whether it's for creative arts, whether it's for massage therapy, or whether it's for some wonderful skin care. She's got you. You understand what I'm saying to you, my brothers and sisters? So is there anybody that you want to give a shout out to before we go ahead and get off this phone?
Well, I want to give a shout out to my partner who I was working with, she does meditation. But unfortunately, she had a car accident. So I want to shout her out because she's still been very, 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 positive. But we're doing event coming up soon with meditation and massage. So her Instagram is iHeartFPP. Her name is Marley. And then I also want to shout out my brother, who has been very, 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 very helpful with helping me market. He's also a digital artist. He went to school at Full Sail, so he's been helping me with like flyers and ideas, even for my art. He's so helpful with everything. And then my mentor, who is the Spa Boss Tribe in Atlanta, Georgia, Miss Candace, who has educated me on the life of having a spa or massage business. So just I wanted to tell them I appreciate them for their help.
Shout out to her support system. Shout out to Orlando, Florida for letting us be able to speak with this beautiful queen. She's articulate. She's professional. She has a wonderful spirit. She's beautiful. And she came on the Sister Speak Show. She blessed the platform on the Sister Speak Show. That's why we have queens like this sister on this show, my brothers and sisters. We've been doing this show for a while now. We have over 840 plays. We have people listening in Australia, Jamaica, all over the United States of America. We've got guests that come in from every state. And now we got Florida on the map. So shout out to Florida. I know Florida has been experiencing a lot with the weather and everything. Were you affected by the hurricanes in any way?
Well, I went to Georgia. My parents are in Georgia, so I left and I went to Georgia, which it wasn't bad. The lights went out for not even an hour there. But my brother them experienced electricity out for like an hour or so, and that was it. We didn't get anything much going on here for us.
See, brothers and sisters, now I done told you that she was wise. Now, did you hear what she said? She said she left, okay? She exited. She got up out of Dodge. She heard that a hurricane was coming. She didn't coming. She didn't go outside and say, what was that sound? What was that drop of water? She said, not today. And she packed her stuff up. She got her everything she needed. She got her snacks and she got in her car and she got up out of Dodge. See, some of you don't know how to get up out of Dodge. See, some of you never played dodgeball when you were younger. The objective of dodgeball is to dodge the ball. So liken the hurricane to a ball. She dodged it. Some of y'all, you want to stay to the end. You want to experience the flooding, the power outages, and all of that. Now, you can't help experiencing the power outage. But when it's time to go, it is time to go. Girl, you are smart. I would have been right there with you. I would have been honking, waving at you on the freeway like, hey, girl, we hecka smart. We getting out of here. I'm serious.
We got, people say a lot, it may not be that bad, but it you never know. But I also, I wanted to see my folks, and then I'm here by myself. My brother has his family, so I can't depend on if something happens for him to be there. So I just went, with my parents. So I knew I would be safe, so.
Of course. Your daddy called, said, baby girl. Now you come on home. And your mama and everybody was happy to see you. And I'm glad that you were able to, make it through that storm. And shout out to everybody in Florida, to those of you who had to endure the storm. I definitely have humor on the show, but I definitely understand the seriousness of a natural disaster. And I know that when a natural disaster does manifest, that panic can set in. And so for those of you who may not have had the means or the transportation to escape, but yet you still survive, we thank the Most High God for covering you and protecting you. And, with all of these natural disasters going on, you have wildfires, you have hurricanes, you have earthquakes, you have tornadoes, tsunamis, you have all of these glorious things manifesting. And Only thing I can say to you, my brothers and sisters, is you got to get ready, because you never know when it's going to be your time to have to hightail it out of somewhere. But all of these storms that have come, these glorious events, are for you to understand that the Most High God is real and is to get you all's attention. So I just want you all never to take lightly when a natural disaster takes place, because we really need to call it a glorious disaster. But anyway, that's enough of that. My sister, I thank you for being on the Sister Speak show. Did you have a good time?
I did.
And you got to laugh. And so that's what it's about. And so I thank you for coming on and sharing your journey, your passion, your purpose with my brothers and sisters. And I would love for you to be a special guest on the Sister Speak show again.
Yes, ma'am. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, yay! So what I will do, excuse me, is I will send you a copy of the show this evening so you can share it and post it and do whatever you need to do. But you have, I really am so grateful that I got to vibe with you. You were ready. You were on time twice. And that's just between you and me. And I love you for your readiness, girl. You are prepared, honey.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy that you invited me.
Oh, no problem. I thank you, my sister. So I'm not going to say bye-bye. I'm just going to say that I will talk to you later, because I will talk to you later, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Brothers and sisters, she was the bomb, wasn't she? Oh, the clarity in her voice, the joy in her voice, the power in her voice, humble yet very assertive, right? Excuse me. Ooh, my sinus is very articulate. She enjoys what she does. Listen, my brothers and sisters, I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a massage. Okay, I'm ready to have my body touched and rejuvenated. I got some neck pain, some shoulder pain, lower back pain. I got some pains. I'm talking about I get out the bed in sections sometimes. Not only that, I fall in sections. I'm just being honest. Have you ever fallen in sections? I mean, it's pretty funny. But anyway, my brothers and sisters, the time has been well spent. So listen, I don't know about you, but like I said, book your next massage with Massage Prime if you're in her area. And wherever you are listening from, hey, it's time for you to get that massage. My brothers and my sisters, let's give a round of applause for Shaniqua Nene Johnson. You have been listening to the platform on the Sister Speak show, recorded live and on demand in Dallas County, Texas. Cedar Hill, Texas, to be exact. You have been listening to your hostess, Ayana, and it has been a pleasure speaking with you. My brothers and sisters, I want you to come back and listen live Tuesday to Coming to the Stage. My special guest, Scribe the Poet. Oh, this sister's on fire. I am literally excited to have her on the show. This sister is going to bring the heat. She's going to bring the gas. She's going to bring the fire. And I don't, use that word lightly. I mean, this sister is powerful. And on the 24th, my sister, the Queen, Stacey Morgan, will be on the Culture Climate. The Culture Climate will be on a special day. It'll be on Sunday. We're going to talk about her excursion to Amsterdam and to London. Just can't wait to vibe with this queen. My brothers and sisters, get ready for October 29th. Why? Because Bilal from Sons of Light, formerly known as The Boys, will be my special guest. Oh, I'm so excited to interview this brother. I'm so excited to interview every single one of my special guests. You all are dynamic. You're impacting the community, and that's what it's about. My brothers and sisters, hug your husband, hug your wife, kiss your husband, kiss your wife, kiss your children, kiss your child. Lock your doors, close your windows, drink you some water before you go to bed, drink you some water when you wake up, pray without ceasing. I want you to love yourself, hug yourself, just don't touch yourself. You don't want to do that. That's nasty, right? Brothers and sisters, now listen. Make sure that you don't book a massage where you have to hightail it now. Watch out for the sneaky and slimy Sams. Anyway, the time has been well spent just laughing and joking with you, my brothers and sisters. This is Ayana. I'm signing off from the Sister Speak Show. Until we meet again, my brothers and sisters, I will talk to you later. Take care.